Yeah.
Charles Carpenter is here to see you.
Show him in. Harold, glad you could come by. Have a seat.
Thanks very much. Gonna be in the neighborhood anyway. I've got a few revisions for the architect. By the way, that's your copy.
Anything major?
Oh, just some changes in the interior design. After all, Hollister Mall is gonna be the Carpenter trademark.
I'm sure. First, we gotta get the present trade off premises.
We haven't got time for any complications. May I also remind you that time is money?
It's nothing serious, just a temporary roadblock.
Well, all the tenants have received their eviction notices?
Yeah. And most of them don't have the resources or the intellect to fight eviction, but there's one young doctor.
Ben Martin.
Yeah. He might not be as easy to evict as the others. He's hired an attorney, Mitch Dunbar.
That hayseed and the erstwhile Ben Casey haven't got a leg to stand on. And I'm going to remind you one more time, too. I'm paying you a handsome fee for your services. If you can't do this job, then...
I said that he might not be as easy to evict as the others. Not impossible. I have a plan.
You'd better.
We remove Dunbar from the case.
Now, that appeals to me. How do you propose to do it?
Conflict of interest. See, Dunbar handled the legalities on your recent deed of transfer of Hollister Square. Now, in a sense, he was working for you, Charles. Now, he's defending a commercial tenant of Hollister Square against an action brought by you.
I like it. Do you think it'll work?
Like a charm. And with Dunbar out of the way, Martin should be a piece of cake. Do it. I was working on it when you arrived.
Hello, Becky. No. No, she's not here right now. Yeah, I'll tell her that you called. All right. Hello? No, she's not here right now. Right? I'll have her call you. Hi. I missed you. Okay. I'm sorry about this morning. It was my fault, and really, I apologize for staying out so late last night.
Russ, I did a lot of thinking today.
Yeah, so did I, and now it's time to relax. You want a drink?
No, I want to talk.
Okay. I really am sorry about the way I acted and the things that I said.
Yeah, me too. But it sure opened my eyes. Russ, I didn't move in here to be a convenience for you. I really thought that we had a future together.
Hey, we do have a future together. Come
Yeah,
on.
well, we argue most of the time, and I saw more of you when I lived in the dorm.
Just angry now. We had good times together. A lot of good times. We still do. Look, I know I don't say it enough, nearly as much as I should. But being with you, waking up with you in the morning. I love you, Becky. I never really loved anyone before. You know something else? You've been thinking, I've been thinking. Well, after med school, no, maybe before. I want you to be my wife. My wife. Huh?
I love you, too. How about a quiet night home? How about it?
A quiet night at home.
Yeah.
Together with Phil and Don.
What do you mean?
Coming over at 8 o'clock. It's an important game on TV tonight. I'm sorry. Hey, you want to join us?
This is Terry again. My car still hasn't been returned. I'm going to take a cab. I should be at work within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait a minute. My car is right there. I'll be there in just a minute. Where have you been? I'm already an hour late for work.
I'm sorry, Terry. I just lost track of time.
You used that same excuse last night, too.
But I can explain.
How could you possibly explain such selfishness, such thoughtlessness?
Terry, I'm truly sorry. I was taking a typing test for a job, and the time just slipped by. If I get the job, and I think I will, I'll make it up to you.
Forgive me for taking my nerves out on you. I'm glad about your job. Oh, I never could stay mad at you for long.
It's okay.
Listen, I gotta go to work before they fire me. Bye.
Hello, Davidson residence. Yes? Oh, hi, Dave. Yes, I really enjoyed this afternoon. Listen, we shouldn't have had so much to drink. Tonight? Oh, I'd love to.
Well, the kitchen is all clean again.
Oh, I wanted to help you do it.
Oh, honey, loading the dishwasher is really a one-person job.
Dinner was delicious. So are you.
It's so good having you home.
You know, one word can describe how I feel right now? No, make it two. Very thankful.
Me too. And I don't want anything to spoil that happiness.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Somehow I've got to pay God back for healing me.
How is putting your life on the line by testifying at a grand jury investigation going to repay God?
By trusting him enough to stand up for what's right.
You're sounding more like Scott Davidson every day.
I guess I am.
But really, honey, your healing was a gift, an answer to prayer. I'm sure that the Lord doesn't expect to be repaid.
I realize I can't pay him back for everything, Liz. But I owe him.
Honey, when you were in the hospital, dying, I was just asking the Lord to save your life. And then I realized that I needed him to save mine, too. I felt so unworthy. But I asked Jesus to forgive my sins, and he did. And he gave me something that I could never buy or earn, his mercy and everlasting life. It's a gift, Jeff.
Jesus, thank you for healing me and my salvation. I know I don't deserve it. But thank you.
Frederick says the most original things.
Can't believe you're reading that letter again.
Well, a letter is the closest I can get to Paul and Frederick at the present.
Right. They're off in merry old England just having a ball while I'm stuck in this dreary house. It's a little ironic now, isn't it?
Oh, no, Miriam. It could be a lot worse.
Where's Father?
He is off at a business meeting concerning his new property.
Just like a little boy with a new toy.
Well, it's wonderful to see him in such good spirits again.
Well, it seems that I'm the only one without something new.
Oh?
Well, Mother, you've helped Father. I just don't understand why you can't help me, why you can't give me something.
Miriam, I am helping you by saying no. Which reminds me, Miriam, the rent is 3 days overdue.
Okay, there, I had to borrow it.
Oh, Miriam, you didn't have to. You chose to.
Mother, you're just not fair.
Terry, you're home.
It's way past midnight. I haven't turned into a pumpkin, but you turned into a sleepyhead.
Tried to wait up. I want to tell you what the bank said.
They turned you down?
On the spot. They said even though we have good credit, they weren't interested in making a loan at this time because I've been unemployed for over a month.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
And even if I had a new job, we'd have to wait 6 months because, well, they just wouldn't even consider it. It's bank policy.
Oh, Scott.
Well, I see their point, Terry. Besides, we really don't need another obligation at this point. Maybe I should get out of broadcasting and settle for something else. Jean seems happy.
Come on. Let's go to bed. We'll talk about it tomorrow when we both feel better.
Okay.
How'd your evening with Nancy go?
It didn't. Some guy picked her up for dinner. She's not back yet.
Scott, it's almost 2 o'clock.
I'll leave a light on. Come on.
That's as far as you go. I told you could walk me to the door, not in it.
The night's not over yet.
Shh, you're gonna wake up the Waltons.
Aren't you going to invite me in for a little drink?
I think we've had too much already. Good night.
Come on, you know what I want.
Yeah, right. Good night.
Is this part of the job interview?
Terry, I'm sorry I woke you.
It's after 2 o'clock. Did you lose track of the time again?
No, I'm losing my head.
You look a mess.
Oh, yeah? Dave really loved my hair. Couldn't get his hands out of it.
And you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. Simply had one too many. Terry, don't give me the 3rd degree like Mother always used to. Can't a girl have a little fun?
You call getting drunk and being mauled fun?
It's more fun than I've had in a long time. You don't know what it was like living with Brad. He was so jealous and possessive.
Nancy, this is my home. And as long as you are here, you'll go by our rules.
Yeah? Which one did I break this time?
We'll discuss it tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, Mother.
I timed it just right. A cup for you and a cup for me.
Oh, thank you. And that is from Jenny. She wouldn't get out of the car until I promised to give you another kiss for her.
Oh, she's getting so big. I can't believe she's in the 1st grade. Now, do I get another kiss from her mother?
Oh.
I like that one the best.
You know, I guess we're kind of like Jenny, beginners in the school of a new life.
Spiritual beginners. You know, Liz, I've been thinking, we need to find a church.
Well, couldn't we try Scott and Terry's?
Sure, but I think we should look around before we decide.
Well, Terry suggested that too, and she said that we should be baptized as soon as possible.
Baptized?
Yeah, as a symbol of our new life.
Today be too soon?
Friend, breath of fresh water should perk you up. You know, you could sue me for neglect, except you don't have the grounds. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you do need more grounds. I better not give you any more water, though. You're going to have pot belly. Speaking of pots, I think I ought to transplant you. I'll be right back. Come in. Oh, my.
So, this is your humble dwelling, huh? Your plant looks sicker than your Ben Martin case.
State your business, Mr. Webster.
All right, well, this should be explanation enough. But in case you have a problem with the big words, it's a motion I'm considering filing on behalf of my client, Charles Carpenter.
Conflict of interest.
You're treading on thin legal ice, Counselor.
Well, Carpenter isn't my client.
Well, he was at the time that Miss Carpenter deeded the Hollister property to him, and Miss Carpenter still is your client, isn't she?
Well, yes, but that's another matter altogether.
Is it? Well, now, what would Miss Carpenter think of you having a client who refused to vacate her husband's premises, thus prohibiting his plans for a very profitable shopping mall? Now, either you withdraw as Martin's attorney, or we'll have to present that brief to the Bar Association.
Well, I'm all prepared. Eagle Oil just delivered last week.
Cold front should be here day after tomorrow.
Now, don't worry about me. I shall be nice and comfy and warm. Now, Terry, what's really on your mind? You didn't come over here just to deliver a weather report.
You think you know me pretty well, don't you?
Well, I know when something's troubling you.
Well, it's a number of things lately. Scott's unemployment, Peter's attitude lately, and Nancy.
Peter was over here last night, and we had quite a nice long talk about you-know-who.
You won't even say her name.
When she's been living in your house for a while, you won't want to remember her name either.
Mother, that is a terrible thing to say about your own daughter.
Terry, please, don't interfere where you don't understand.
I've got to try to do something. It's tearing me apart seeing you two at each other's throats.
We won't be at each other's throats any longer, because I don't intend to get that close.
Oh, you're both so bullheaded. Maybe that's why you don't get along. You're too much alike, like mother, like daughter.
Terry, don't say that. Don't say that ever again.
I'm sorry. I
Terry, I'm not Nancy's mother.
You're serious, aren't
Nancy is your half-sister. You have the same father. When you were about 3 years old, your dad had an affair. Elaine, Nancy's mother, wasn't much more than a prostitute. She really went after your dad. Nancy's just like her, even looks like her.
You always told me what a good marriage you and Daddy had.
We did, but that doesn't mean that people don't make mistakes. Your dad was a good man, Terry.
He must have hurt you very much.
They were rough times. Elaine was determined to hold on to Alf any way she could. Of course, he offered to support the child, but she wanted him.
Well, how did you get Nancy?
Well, when Nancy was about 4 months old, Elaine just abandoned her. She shoved the child into my arms and went walking off with her latest boyfriend.
Where'd she go?
Who knows? We've never heard from her since. And of course, we moved away to a new town, made a new start.
Does Nancy know?
No. Oh, Terry, I have tried to love her, but Nancy just doesn't seem to be able to accept that love. And now it's too late. I don't like her, and I can never love her.